So let me share with you the secret to achieving more faster. Something we all want, right? Well, I learned this a few years ago. I was at an event in New York City in the U.S., and it was a speaker there, a man called Hugh Hilton. He's from the Hilton family. He's, run hotels, run, casinos, and just incredibly successful. And one of the things I've always asked, while doing this journey is, do successful people actually read books on personal development? Is it just us, us who are studying here and working that have been indoctrinated that you should read personal development? Or do people like a Hugh Hilton, does Warren Buffett, does Bill Gates, do these people actually read personal development? Well, so when I was listening to Hugh talk, he started getting into, he's like a real spreadsheet guy, very analytical, very detail-oriented. But all of a sudden, he started talking about when he read the book, Think and Grow Rich. I don't know if you've read Think and Grow Rich, but it is an incredible book. And actually, when I read Snowball, the biography of Warren Buffett, he read Think and Grow Rich as a kid. So it proves true that some of the most successful people in the world read personal development. So they study and they learn and they grow. So just take that as a first little reading personal development is a key to success. But that wasn't the lesson that I learned from Hugh. Because what happened was Hugh started talking and he said, I read this book and I got so inspired, but I was so curious because in the book, Napoleon Hill doesn't share the actual secret. He doesn't say it right out. Instead, he weaves it in, and you're supposed to kind of get that aha moment by yourself. And it's hidden, but it's hidden in plain sight. And so he got obsessed. He was like, what is the secret? And he read the book, he reread it, he went back, he tried, he looked, and he's like, what is the secret? What is Napoleon Hill not telling me? What do I need to know? And then he was, I think it was in Las Vegas. He was at this event where a man who had written a book on Think and Grow Rich. So it was like a book about the book, right? And he said, and so he was standing there and he's going, I got to go talk to him because this man has studied the book his whole life. He has to know the secret. He'd studied all the interviews of Napoleon Hill. He'd done followed his journey. It's literally like biographies made, but writing about the principles of the book. So he's like, all right, he has to know. As he goes up to him and he says, all right, I just have one question for you. And the man looks up at Hugh and goes well, sure, yeah, what's your question? He says, what is the secret that Napoleon Hill hints at but doesn't share? What is that secret? And he looks at him and he says, all right, you know what? I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. And this came up in every interview he did with Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie. They all had the same key that they'd found for success. And he told a story about Henry Ford. So what Henry Ford did was every day he would go and he would review his businesses, right? He would do what most business leaders do. He'd review what was coming in, what was going out, what was going on. But then what he would do is he would shift and he would pull out a private, secret bookkeeping that no one knew about, no one had seen, no one knew what was there, no one even knew it existed. And he pulled that out and he would look at it. And he was like, so what is it? What's going on? And he's, getting, it's like, here is the secret. And finally the man said, look, what he had was a bookkeeping, a charity bookkeeping, his giving bookkeeping. And he was like, well, what are you talking about? What is that? He says, look, what Henry Ford, what Andrew Carnegie, what Thomas Edison, what all these people knew that no one else did was that whatever you receive from the universe is a direct result of what you have given. All right, let that sink in for a moment. Whatever you have received from the universe is a direct result of what you have given. And so every day, Henry Ford would look and say, what have I received today and what have I given? And giving isn't all about giving money, all right? So he wasn't going I made $1 million, so I have to give $1 million. No. It's about giving is in so many ways. Giving is about giving your time, about giving your passion, about giving your love, about giving your energy, and about giving your money. So he would look at it every day and say, so what have I been gifted from the universe today? Have I given more? Have I made a bigger positive impact? And he made sure that every single day he was giving more than he was getting back. And so when Hugh Hilton heard this, he said, oh wow, that's it. That is the key. And and I heard this, so I'm hearing this from Hugh then. I'm like, of course that's true. That's why all these successful people are working with charity. A lot of people think that successful people give to charity for, selfless reasons. It's for tax, it's for PR. But no, that's not true. Well, it is kind of selfish too. But a lot of it is passion. They care, they want to do it, and they want to give back because it is important and it is their responsibility. But also because it will have an even stronger positive effect on their lives. So giving away is actually an egotistical move as well. So it goes both ways. When you give, you get, right? So for me, I learned that, we heard this. If you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, if you've read The Richest Man in Babylon, if you've been to any of T. Harv Eker's events, if you've listened to, people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, they're telling you give 10% to charity. Why do you think they do this? Why are they telling you to give 10% to charity? And when I say give 10% to charity, it means 10% of everything you make, every 100 you make, you give 10. You give 10. Why are you recommended to do this? Well, because you are naturally giving your time. You're naturally giving your passion. You're naturally giving your love. And if you add on that you also naturally start giving 10% of all you make, now you're creating a true ripple, which means you're giving away more than you're receiving. Every day you're giving away more than you're receiving, which means you're going to be receiving more tomorrow, more the day after, and you'll grow and you'll grow and you'll grow. This is why me and Gisela have started our charity. We actually have a charitable foundation, which is so cool to say, isn't it? To actually say, I have a charitable foundation. We actually have a charitable foundation that we started here at New Year's, where we're working on sustainability, we're working on equal rights, we're working on improving the world, and we're so excited. I actually have a big meeting on Friday. We're going to sit down and we're going to workshop our first gala that we hope and pray, cross your fingers here for me. I hope we'll be able to do that gala next year. Ideal would be the spring. It might have to be shot over to the fall. But, next year we're aiming to do our huge charity gala with some amazing guests that we're already starting to contact and invite. And it's all going to be about creating a bigger impact on the world when it comes to the environment, sustainability, equal rights, and really lifting up people, companies, individuals that are making a difference that is causing a ripple effect on the world. So it's so exciting, right? So why now? How do we give more to charity? So if that's the key, if that's the key to success, if that's the key to you getting more from your life, from having more success faster, how do we give more to charity? How do we do this? Well, if you use the simple math, you say, I'm going to give 10% of all I make, all of a sudden your responsibility is to make as much money as you possibly can. You have to make more money. So you have to become a successful investor. You have to build your property portfolio. You have to become successful. That is the key. You need to start creating more passive income. You have to grow your portfolio quicker because you have to give more to charity. You have to make a bigger impact. That's now your responsibility, not just for yourself, not just for your family, but for this entire world. Now, if someone asks, why do you invest? Why do you work so hard? You can now answer, I do it because I'm changing the world. I do it because every dollar I make gives 10 cents to charity. I do it because every single day I work hard and I make a difference. I'm changing the entire world and I'm inspiring others. This is why we do it. Do you agree? I hope you agree. I hope this is making sense. And please comment, share, let me know what you think, because this is, to me, you notice how passionate I get about when it comes to charity and giving back and making a difference. This is why we do what we do. This is why I'm constantly giving you these videos and teachings and trying to give you as much as possible. It's because I want you to be more successful and I want you to give back. Does that make sense? I hope so. Please leave a comment. Let me know if this makes sense, if I'm going off on a crazy mark, or if this is something you can get behind and be passionate about as well. This is why we created Momentum Property Education, and this is why we created Ignite, an introduction to property investing. So if you're just starting out on property investing, please go, and I'm going to add the link in the comments to the course. We're giving it away completely for free because we want you to start, we want you to grow, we want you to reach that next level. So please join that. If you haven't already started investing, join it. You'll get the basics. If you have, share this, comment, add your thoughts. Please help us get this message out. Charity is the key to your success, to our success, to everyone's success. Together we become greater, we become better. And remember, you're only one deal away from changing your life. The right deal will change your life forever. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you soon.